Let's take a look at this chart. Here is a chart. It's basically a vibrational frequency chart. And I forgot who made it, but that's besides the point. The point here is to pay attention because this is going to help you with manifestation. So basically, if you look to the right, you'll see contracted and expanded. So it's harder to manifest what you actually want as far as the experience you're seeking when your energy and your consciousness is being contracted. Okay, so when you're stuck in anger, desire, fear, grief, apathy, guilt, and shame, and I guess you could say pride as well, then basically, trying to create something as a creator being or using your cosmic abilities and all that in consciousness becomes harder. You can still do it, but it becomes harder and you're doing it from a low vibrational standpoint, which is just going to cause you to bring forth contracted results. So you might get some results in whatever it is that you're doing, if you're trying to get a job or you're trying to get a girlfriend or something like that, but your energy that you're putting out is going to be contracted and not fully expanded to reach the full potential of what it could be because you're on a low vibration. Now, 80% of this is not your fault, but we're going to get into that at another time on another video. And now we're going to get into the higher vibrational frequencies. Okay. So you've got courage, neutrality, willingness, acceptance, reason, love, joy, peace, and enlightenment. And so, as you can see, the lowest vibrational frequency is shame, and the highest is enlightenment, at least on the chart. Now, I'm going to tell you what I believe this is really saying. Peace is the highest vibrational frequency by default because here's what's going on here. Okay. Once you become fully expanded as far as being in a physical body, okay, which is reaching these higher vibrational frequencies, reaching that stillness, that tranquil state, which is peace. And then once you reach that state, then you realize that you are interconnected with universal consciousness. Okay. And so basically, you take back control of the power of your consciousness. But you obviously have to work your way up from a contracted standpoint. And so, you got to rise up from the lower levels and get back to the higher levels. And really, it's more so frequencies and consciousness. So, because really high and low is really nothing. Left and right is really nothing. It's not about that. It's about your energy and consciousness, your frequency and consciousness, what your point of attention is radiating or is focused on. Okay. And so once you let go of all the baggage, which is the lower vibrational frequencies, then you can actually manifest what you really want and not just 50% of it or 30% of it or settling for less than because you just can't quite get there. You have to take the time and the effort. You have to take this stuff serious. I mean, you don't have to take it super serious, but serious enough to where you got to understand this is what you need to do in order to reach so-called enlightenment. Once you reach the state of peace and vibration, because I've done this, okay, I have put in a lot of years, time, and dedication to trying to be the best version of myself from a cosmic spiritual standpoint, from a deeper level in consciousness. So this is what I resonate with, and this is truth to me. So maybe it'll be truth to you, but you have to do the work. You have to see where you're at in your vibrational frequency. You're basically feeling your way back to an expanded point so that you can not just manifest, but be a fully expanded being, because focusing only on trying to manifest something in your life is just basically using the material world to try to make yourself feel content. But really, the real contentment comes from within. And when you're already on a level of peace and tranquility, when you've reached those higher states of consciousness and you can stay there for long periods of time, that's when, from that expanded state, manifesting becomes child's play. Okay. And this is what resonates with my heart chakra. And I hope that this helps somebody. But if you find yourself trying to manifest but just can't do it, it's more than likely you're stuck in lower vibrational frequencies of consciousness. You're stuck in lower frequency states of consciousness. And all you have to do is make the decision to no longer want to feed those states of energy and consciousness by becoming conscious enough of what you're actually doing. And that may take some time depending on where you are in your own individual point of consciousness. Okay. But this is the way. And then once you reach the vibration of peace and joy and all that, manifesting is just like taking a walk down the street. And so it no longer is about trying to reach a certain state to get a car or to get money or to get a job and all that. You reach the peaceful state because that's what you are. It's just a state that you can inhabit and you can stay there and you can be that as long as you want. If you want to leave the vibration of peace and get angry again, you can do that. But it's just once you realize what's going on in consciousness, you consciously decide. You use your free will in conscious choice. Okay? You make the conscious choice to become. Okay? It's kind of like the story of the Isbi. The Isbis are beings that exist. Okay? They are eternal beings existing within infinity. And they become things. They exist to become things, and they always will be becoming things, different things. That is the universal mind. Different aspects of the universal mind having infinite imaginations. All right. And when you reach the vibration of peace, you can plug into the universal mind easier, way easier. And then it's all uphill from there. But I believe that once you reach the vibrational state of peace wholeheartedly and really set in being in that vibration and not falling back down from grace into the lower vibrational frequencies of contraction, once you become fully expanded in human form, then you become enlightened. Like peace, the vibration of peace automatically is the default enlightenment. So you're automatically enlightened by knowing that all you need to do is reside in that vibrational frequency of peace and continue on with your journey as an expanded being. That's the real enlightenment. That's the ultimate consciousness. So anyways, I hope this helped somebody. To the next one.